So if the front left was 100 and the surround left is 0, you want to have your front wide at 68% closer to the front. Does that make sense? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the studio again is a mess, but that's because we've got a few new boxes in. One of them I think it goes here, and then the other one I think goes right here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are upping the ante and we are going to front wides. But before we do that, we need to go to Home Depot and pick up, that's right, some cinder blocks. So let's do it. So I'm here in Logic Pro and we're gonna determine where we put the front wide speakers. Now, common thinking is that we put them directly in between the front left and the surround left, or between the front right and the surround right. Okay, kind of like the position that I have the box in right now. That's it. So here we are on the 3D object panner. So essentially what we need to do is, you see back to front is 1. If I change this, or if I move this guy, you can see it goes to 0 in the middle and then -1 for the back of the room, right? +1 is the front and 0 is the surround location, then 0.5, boom. So 0.5 is where the front wide speakers should be. That's what conventional thinking is, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out in the Dolby Atmos renderer if this location is firing just the front wide speakers. Let's go do that. Room setup. We need to activate the left and right wides. There we go, accept. And now we'll see the left wide and right wide here on screen. Okay, if you guys haven't seen the new Atmos mix, make sure you jump on it because it's pretty awesome. And look, it engages the left wide and right wide and top middle. You can see that I've mixed this in 9.1.6, so it's definitely something you guys want to check out. Here it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, there we go, baby. All right, anyway, let's open up this new master file. So when I hit play on this, it should only engage the left wide speaker if it's the right location, being halfway between the front left and the surround left. So here we go. Oh, look at that. So right now we are seeing that it's hitting the left wide, but it's also coming out of the left surround. So something isn't quite right here. And this is not the correct place for the front wide speaker. Now, this is something very interesting, as when creating the spatial audio calibration toolkit, this was something we ran into, and we know that the placement of the front wide speakers isn't equidistant 50% between the front stage and the surrounds. No. It's actually quite a bit closer to the front stage. And so in creating the spatial audio calibration toolkit, we were able to figure this out. Now, we are having a sale on this. Use the code BOO15 because Halloween is here, and the sale will end Halloween evening, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Get 15% off the best and most comprehensive Dolby Atmos calibration disc on the planet. So when we created this disc, we ran into this problem as well. As you know, we're trying to just engage one speaker at a time. And if you've been with the channel for a little bit, you guys know that I believe that we should be placing the speakers exactly where the Dolby Atmos renderer shows the speakers to be. Because at the end of the day, you know, a speaker doesn't have any Dolby Atmos metadata. A speaker, you know, two speakers in a speaker configuration don't have any Dolby Atmos metadata. All the Dolby Atmos metadata is in the computer, it's in the system. So if we were to put the speakers where the Dolby Atmos renderer thinks the speakers are supposed to be, we would get inherently a better Dolby Atmos experience. Wouldn't you agree? I believe that's really the way to do it. So I've been touting we should go 7.1.6, but since everybody was saying, hey, you know, 9.1.4 is good too, I decided to, try it out. Of course, Mr. Joe Intel was here and he's like, yeah, just put front wides in. You got space, so might as well do it. So I bought speakers and here we are. We still need to figure out where to put it. So now we're gonna open the master file and hit play. Boom, look at that. Now we have the front wide left engaged in only one speaker, not as we did before. Again, if I open up the other one, and this is halfway between the front left and the surround left, you can see that both the left wide and the left surround are being engaged. It'll show it on this little picture here as well. But when we actually dial in the right coordinates, boom, left wide only, left wide only. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the proper place to put your front left wide speaker, okay? So what is that? If you mix Dolby Atmos or create Dolby Atmos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You already knew the answer to this. So let's get into here and see what it is. It isn't 0.5, ladies and gentlemen, it is 0.68. So if the front left was 100 and the surround left is 0, you want to have your front wide at 68% closer to the front. Does that make sense? So now we need to do some calculations between the surround right and the front right to figure out where this guy goes. And, you know, it's going to be somewhere around maybe here, I think. If I'm just eyeballing it, sure. But I've got a laser measure. And we're going to measure from here to here. What do we have here? 6 foot, 6.138, 6.132, 6.138, 6.132. So now we need to do a little bit of math. Oh man, I suck at math. So on the left side, 6.132 feet. So we need to multiply that by 68%. And we get 4.17 feet. Okay, so 6.138 times 0.68. You know, if it's 4.17 feet from the surround to the front wide, that's probably going to be perfect. So let's get them unboxed and then find the right location. Then we'll put the cinder blocks because that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah, let's go. So here I am. I got the new speaker unboxed. It's right here, and I need my measuring device. 4.29. Now we need to do 417. So 4.29 is a little far. So let's scooch it over here. 452, 452, 4.05. Well, let's just go. Let's go here. Let's go right here. 4.206. 4.17 is like really close to that anyway, right? 4.12. I think that might be the closest I can get to. 4.12. We're talking about very, very small amount. So let's just leave it there and unbox the other speaker and get it over there. So essentially this is kind of where it would be, right? But like we turn like this to the main listening position compared to the surround. You see where that's at. That guy's there. It's definitely not halfway in between. Halfway in between would be somewhere right here. This is 0. This is 1 or 100. That's 68%. So more than 50% closer to the front stage. That's where it should go. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final result. Front wides are in. I am now officially running 9.1.6. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll try my best to get to them. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.